add a role to our users. So if you only have two roles, the easiest thing to do is have the role be called something like isAdmin and make it a Boolean, because that's really easy to use with HBS, because you remember with HBS you can just do if the user dot isAdmin else whatever. That's the version we're going to do right now. If you want to do one that has more than two roles, like I don't know, one time somebody did an app for a tattoo shop, so there was users for like customers users, and then there's users for like the tattoo artist user, and then there's the user for like the admin user who's like the boss of the whole place. So if you want to do that, I'm just going to put a comment here for how to do that. You would do something like this, role, and you would want it to be a string because it would be either whatever. You could call it whatever you want, regular, and then admin, and then employee or something like that. But you want to limit it to those three possibilities. So what you do is this: type string enum. All right, is this capital? I'm not sure. Enum. I don't think it is. Anyway, enum, and then you give it an array of the three possibilities. So regular, employee, admin. Let me double check that syntax real quick. I'm not sure if it's capital or not. Mongoose enum. Yeah, it's lowercase. Okay, cool. So this would be how you would do it if you needed more than two roles. We're going to do it with two roles though, because most of the time it's just two roles. Usually the most common scenario is you have an admin user. So that's what we're going to do. isAdmin Boolean. So the trick with this is you got to at some point create an admin kind of like manually or something, because you don't want to be able to let your users straight up sign up and be like, yes, I would like to be an admin, thank you. So you got to figure out some way to do it where they don't actually get to do it. Usually you can make it so admin users could make other admin users. We'll do that. But the first admin user, you got to just kind of do it. So I'm just going to go into Compass, and I am going to edit Coolboy55 to be our admin. Okay, this thing, users, and I got two users, Coolboy55 and Coolgirl77. Now I feel like it would be wrong to just give it to Coolboy55. I'm gonna give it to Coolgirl77. So plus add a field after password, call it role, and make her admin. Oh, sorry, it's not called role. It's called isAdmin, and it's not a string. It's a Boolean, and it's true. How do I put true? There. Okay. And then do the same thing for Coolboy55, but make it false. It's not really necessary to make it false because if it doesn't exist, it's the same thing as being false. But I don't like to see my data all not consistent with inconsistent structures. Boolean, true. Okay, cool. So now we got Coolboy55. Oh, sorry, I meant to do false. We got Coolboy55 as not admin and Coolgirl77 as admin. So then that's really the whole. There's not really any magic that goes into making roles. That's all there really is. From here, it's just deciding what you want to show to who and how you want the views to look different. So let's do, for example, let's start with some of the most basic things you would want for admin. So let me run this app. Let's go back and look at the app and remind ourselves how it works, and then figure out what we want, what kind of privileges we want to give to the admin. So if I'm not logged in, let's log in as coolboy55. Coolboy55 is a regular user, can see all the books, can add a new book, can view the authors, but he can only edit his own books. So I guess the obvious thing to do would be if you're an admin, you can edit all the books, right? And then the other thing would be, let's make it so that if you're an admin, you can create other users. So we'll have to add a new thing for that. But let's start with this, so that if you're an admin, you can edit or delete anyone's books. So that would be on the book list HBS, and it's going to be. So this is if this. So to remind ourselves how we did this in the book routes, when we get all the books, we loop through all the books, and then we look at each single book. And we see if that book.creator is the same thing as the currently logged in user's ID. And if it is, then we mark this thing book with mine equals true. The easiest way I can think of to do this right here is to just do it right here, and just in this if statement we say if those two things are equal to each other, or if rec.user.isAdmin. If either of those two things are true, I think I have a no, yeah. If either of those two things are true, then mark it with it being mine. Even though now I don't like the word that I chose earlier when I called it mine, because it's not really mine if I'm an admin, but whatever. I'll add a little comment. Now we are attaching a .mine key to all the books who have a creator equal to currently logged in user's ID, and also if currently logged in user is admin, we're attaching it to all of them. So I think that should probably just work just like that. Let's check it out. Log in with coolboy55. He's not an admin, so he should still only be able to see those for his books. But coolgirl77 should be able to do all the books. Yay. Okay. Any questions about that? Okay. So then let's give our admin users, the ability to create new users. So it's kind of up to you how you organize this. Some people make a new routes file. I'm just going to go in the user routes file, and I'm going to make another route here. And I'm going to say router.get/create new account. And obviously I just chose that URL semi-randomly, I want it to sort of describe what we're doing. But it's not called sign up because we're not signing ourselves up, we're creating somebody else's account. So in here, all we're going to do is say if first of all, if no rec.user res redirect login. And we can do our standard flash thing, rec.flash error, please log in to use this feature. We should never see this anyway, because I want this this page to be, I'm not gonna have a link to this page unless you're an admin user. So hopefully this is never going to happen, but we still want to make it so it's still theoretically possible. Somebody might go in the URL and like type it in. So then here we just go if we make it past here, we know we're logged in. So if rec.user.isAdmin, we can go if no rec.user.isAdmin, res redirect to /login or slash this, just the home page. And we can do rec.flash error you do not have access to this feature. And again, this one also should probably never happen because I'm not going to show the link to this page unless we're already logged in and we're already an admin. So this is just to like make it kind of hack proof because again, sometimes people are clever and they type stuff in the URL. But anyway, this is all assuming that the person is admin. Now we can just res render user views slash new account. And I'll go ahead and create that view. Okay, so in here, put a h2, create new account. And then what's going to be on this page is going to be really, really similar to the sign up form. It's just going to be a form. In the form, we're going to have labels or p tags or whatever. Label. Here, let's do this. Username. Name equals the username. And remember, sign up is not, we don't use Passport for sign up, so you can call the name whatever you want. It doesn't have to be username. And then the one thing that we're going to add to this is we're going to have another input for role. So I'm going to put like a div here, I guess. And then we only want two options. So we can do like a radio or we can do a checkbox. What do you guys vote for? I'm going to do checkbox. Okay, checkbox. So label. Role, input type, checkbox, value. I don't think I have to put value equals true. Or wait, can I even do value equals? Let's see what it is by default. I forget how it works by default. We'll find out. Type checkbox. Okay, so let's take a look at what that looks like. I don't have an action or a method on this form. Method obviously is going to be post. Action is going to be a route that I don't have yet. Well, let's see. Could I use the sign up route? We're going to have to edit our sign up route anyway because we're going to have to give everyone the default of not admin. So let's go look at the sign up route right now to edit it, and then maybe we can end up using that same route. Where is that? Oh yeah, same file, okay. So the sign up route, we grab these two things, we do the spin the hash, we do user.create, username equal to username, password equal hash. We need to add a third thing. We need to say is admin false. If we make a new route, it's going to look really a lot like this route, except the only thing that's going to be different is this. So it makes me, to me, that seems like we probably should use the same route. So yeah, so just so you know, if you can't figure, if you're if your users are substantially different, if admin is really different than regular user, because like if admin maybe has a whole bunch more information or something else like that, then maybe you want to do a separate route. And then it's pretty self-explanatory. You just do the same thing as you do here, except you put more stuff in here. But I think that we can. I think that we can do this way. So yeah, we can easily do this. So we're gonna just send on both times when we sign up, sign up regular sign up versus when we sign up with an account. We're gonna send a secret thing through rec.body so that this route will know where the request came from. So in my regular sign up HBS file, we have input type. We have input with name the username and input name the password. So we're gonna have rec.body the username and rec.body the password. But I'm gonna add a third thing in here. I'm gonna do input. I'm gonna do type hidden, and name is gonna be I don't know. What do I call it? Origin. And value. This one is gonna be I don't know, regular. I'm totally making this up right now. What these names are going to be. It's up to us how we're going to use this. So basically what's going to happen is when we sign up with this form, which is the regular sign up form for the regular users, rec.body.theusername is going to be whatever they typed in here. Rec.body.thepassword is going to be whatever they typed in here. And rec.body.origin is going to be regular. And then we can just add this thing also to our create account, new account thing. Only instead of rec.body.origin being regular, rec.body.origin can be admin. Everyone, do you guys understand what's going on there? Yes.
You just like keep the same sign up and then like if is admin and then show.
No, you can't say if. That is what I'm doing, but you can't say if is admin because we don't have a user yet because you're signing up. No one can be logged in while you're signing up, obviously. Well, oh, you mean like that?
And then you just redirect it to the sign up page and then you don't have to do anywhere else. Just show.
Okay, fine. Yeah, actually that works. I like that. That's cool. That's easier. That's less fancy. Okay, I like that. Forget about that hidden input thing. I'll find a good excuse to use a hidden input at some point, I'm sure. But not now. Okay. Back to the sign-up route. Good point, Lauren. We can figure out where we're coming from by saying if rec.user, that means if somebody's logged in. And then we can go if rec.user.isAdmin. And then we can do something in here. So we can just say let admin I don't know how to let admin equal false. And then here, if we are logged in and also the person who's logged in is an admin, admin equals true. And then here is admin equal to admin. Very clever. I like that. Okay, cool. So here we check if someone is logged in. Well, let me put that. And here and if someone is logged in, we check if they're an admin, and if so, we change the value of the variable to true. Okay. That looks good enough for me. I think that'll work. Okay, let's try it. All I got to do now is on my new account HBS file, make sure the action is to /signup. Sorry. That's not quite the whole thing. We're not going to do in here, it's not going to just be is admin becomes true. It's going to be admin is equal to rec dot body dot this thing. I didn't give it a name. Name equals role. Rec.body.role. So, because obviously the way I had it before, it's like if you're an admin, you create every single user you create is automatically an admin user, which would defeat the point of the checkbox. So we're going to default admin to false, and then we're going to check if someone's logged in, and if they're logged in and also they're an admin, then we're going to go ahead and look at what they typed in that little checkbox. And by the way, the reason that we have to do if rec.user and then if rec.user.isAdmin inside of each other is because if we just did if rec.user.isAdmin, if you're not logged in, the thing will explode because it'll say can't get .isAdmin of undefined. So we just have to check to see if it exists and then ask a question about it after that. All right, well, let's try it. Let's see if this works. Oh wait, also let's make the link show up if you're logged in as an admin. So in layout, in our nav bar, I want another href if. We're gonna have a separate if. Hashtag if the user dot is admin. And we'll just have an a tag / new account. All right, let's log in as Coolboy55, who's not an admin, and I don't get the link. That's good. And he can only edit his own bugs. Okay. Let's log in as CoolGirl77. And yep, we got this link here, create new user. And if I click it, it says, no, we don't have that thing. What did I do? I'm on /new account. What did I call it? Did I call it that or not? No, I called it create new account. So just got to change the link here. Create new account. Okay. Cool. So let's try to create someone who's not an admin first. Let's do blah man. Blah man. Blah man. And role. Oh, I said role here. It should probably say admin. Is this user an administrator? Blah man. Blah man. And we'll say no, not blah man is obviously not an administrator. Okay? Let's take a look. It did not do anything for blah man for his admin. That did not work. Okay. Let's see. Let's figure out why. Time to debug. That's somewhere in the user route, in the sign up route. Something went wrong. This didn't happen. So I guess admin must have been like undefined or something. So the way to do that is let's console log a bunch of stuff to get visibility on what's going on. So I'm going to console log some of these so I know where to look, and then I'll console log admin. And then this happens, and then I'm going to console log admin again and see what happened from here to here, if it changed or whatever. I don't actually know, so let's also console log rec. Yeah, so I'm just gonna read rec.body and then we will find out. Coolgirl77, Coolgirl77. Wow, not an administrator. Okay, So admin's false, and then it's just there's nothing there for the role rec.body.role. So let's go over to this thing. Input name equals role, type equals checkbox, value equals true. I don't know. Let's try that. What? Yeah, yeah, I know, but I think I can give it a value. I'm gonna try this, and then if not, I'm just gonna look it up. Person, person. Let's check it. Okay, if I check it, it gives it that that value. But if I don't check it, wow, person. Wow, person. If I don't check it, it just doesn't do anything. Are you kidding me? That's so annoying. Okay, well we'll just account for that in the route. We'll just say in here we have yet another if statement. We go and we can do a fancy if statement. Fancy if statement. We can do this. We can do a ternary, so we can do admin equals rec.body.role question mark rec.body.role colon false. So this is if this is the same thing as saying if rec.body.role exists, admin equals rec.body.role. Else admin equals false. Okay, I feel like that's going to work now. Let's try it. Log in, CoolGirl77. Guy is not an administrator. And yay, it worked. It turned into false. And now if we go look in Compass, we have 1 million users. But Guy is not an admin. Okay, let's delete all these ones that. Oh, we should probably do that. The admin should be able to delete users. Why am I deleting them here? Let's do that. So for that, we need a list of users. It's basically like the list of books page, you know. Just we're gonna user.find it and then render a list. And I'm basically gonna copy the same view as the list of books because I want the exact same thing. I want the name of the user, and then I want the option to delete the user, and I want the option to edit. We're gonna stop short of editing. It's kind of repetitive because we did it from book and author already, and it's the same. But I'm gonna put the link for delete because it's really quick anyway. So now yeah, I'll just do it in user routes. Actually, I don't know. I kind of feel like we're gonna have this one plus that plus a delete route. So that's enough for an admin routes file. So I'm gonna at this point create an admin routes file. And before I do anything, I'm going to connect that file to app.js because I often forget that. Const admin routes equals require routes slash admin routes app.use. And then if that should break my app, probably. Yeah. Because I'm not exporting anything in that file. So let's go make those admin routes. And the first one is I'm going to steal from the user routes, is the create new account one. That should go in there. And then let's make another one. Let's also const user equals require dot slash model slash user. And we'll do router.get. We could call it users, active users. And here, we're just going to do user.find. All users, and we will render a page that doesn't exist yet, user views slash all or active users. I don't know. There's enough routes for me to make a new routes file, but there's only one view. So I'm not going to make a views folder just for one file. But if there were 3 views, I think I would make a new folder. It's like I do it at 3 times. I'll repeat myself twice, but 3 times do a programming thing. So I'll give myself a thing, a variable, call it users. Why not? That's pretty simple. Users. Okay. So I need that that view. Let me go user views, new file, active users.hbs. And what I'm going to do for active users is I'm actually going to copy my books list and just change the stuff in there, because it's really almost the same thing. So I copied my books list page. I don't need the if user secret page thing, because that's not what this is about. But here it says each books. Let's change it to each users. And href books details. We don't really have this. Well, actually, yeah, we just don't have that one. But we're going to do the delete one. So we don't need the if this is mine thing. We just want to see the delete for all of them. We don't need the edit. And that's basically it. And then we change this dot title to this dot username. I don't know if that was actually shorter to copy it and change it. Might have been shorter to just write it out. Whatever. And this should say delete this, delete account. And then the important part is this form action. We're going to go, I don't know, we can make it whatever we want. The only thing that needs to happen is that it needs to have this .id in there. So we'll call it, why not call it users/delete/this.id? Makes sense. So I need a post route in my admin routes called, actually let's do /admin/delete/this.id. Sounds cooler and more privileged. So I just got to make this route in my admin routes. router.post/admin/delete/:id. :id thing. And then here, we're just gonna, pretty simple, straightforward, user.find by ID and remove, parentheses, rec.params.id thing. And here, all we got to do is res redirect to I don't know, home page, or let's just res redirect back to the same page. What page is that? It's the active users. Active users. And we can give ourselves a nice little well, right now all we have is rec.flash error. It's typical to also have success messages. So might as well, while we're here, let's add success messages in. So in order to do that, we're going to have a second thing in layout. See how in layout it says if error message, show error message. We're just going to have another one that says if success message, so show success message. And then where does this variable come from, success message? We define it in app.js. So in app.js, we go down to that place right above the routes where we did this, res.locals.errorMessage equals whatever is in rec.flash error. Let's just have a second one that's like res.locals.successMessage equals rec.flash success. And I just made up that name success. You can call it whatever you want, but it seems to me that the word success makes sense in this situation because that's what it is. So then all we got to do in the admin route and you are, not only can you do this, but you are encouraged and you really should put a flash message in every single post route. Every time you redirect, after you create a book or create a user or create a thing or whatever, you should always be like, yeah, rec.flash success account successfully deleted. People like to know, what happened. They like that little comforting message. So let's try that. See if it works. What's this? Oh yeah, let's put this link in the layout. Did I put it in the layout already, or no? I need this one. See all users, and it's /active users. And also in this active users route, you should have these two things, these two ifs, in all the routes in this admin file. So really what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Function check if admin. Take these two ifs, put them in here. And then you just do next. And so then you can call that function right here, I believe, in every route. Check if admin, comma. Check if admin, open close parentheses, comma. Because I don't feel like copying and pasting those 8 lines of code into every single route in this file. And that also, this is how you create your own little custom middleware in a route. Middleware is really, now you see it's just a fancy name for a function that runs before the other function that you're going to run. Okay, let's check it out. I think we're good to go. Again, oh yeah, I'm not running. It says rec is not defined. Admin routes, line 8. Oh, I can't do that. No. Okay, I can't do it all quite as fancy as that. What I have to do is take out the next and literally call the function inside the route. Not quite as fancy, but I know there's a fix for that error that I just got, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head, and I think it's going to take me like 10 minutes to figure it out on the internet. So after we're done, I'm going to look at it, and then hopefully I'll change it, and then and I'll tell you afterward. But anyway, this will work this way. It's just less fancy. Okay. Coolboy55, nod and admin. Very good. Coolgirl77, admin. See all users. We got an error. It says, really? Oh man. All right. Well, put this on hold for the moment, and then I'll let you know how that works after we're finished. Something about I got to put rec-res next in here somewhere. Something like that. Yeah, I have to pass rec-res and next into this function, but I don't. I have to look it up. I'll do it as soon as we're done. I'll let you know. Anyway. Yeah, but I'm not. I'm just gonna do it without the checks for now. Okay, so I'm logged in as CoolGirl77, and I can see all these people's accounts. And let me see which ones don't have roles. Wow doesn't have role. Blahman doesn't have role. Wow and Blahman don't have roles. So let's get rid of Wow. Let's get rid of Blahman. Perfect. It works. So, and yeah, and it says account successfully deleted. Yay. And what you would do if you want that to be, you know, a lot nicer looking than this, obviously, is you just style that error message thing and the success message thing and the layout differently. You know, you can put this div can have a class, that div can have a class, this one can be red, that one can be green, all that nice stuff. So I'll push this to GitHub right now. You all are going to now add roles to your app so that you don't have to do all the stuff. All you need to do is that you have roles and that the admin can delete or edit all the movies or celebrities or whatever, where the regular users can only edit and delete their own. You don't have to do the one where you are signing other people up and deleting their accounts, but you can if you want. And like I said, I'll add that. I'll figure out how to do that middleware thing, and then I'll update you.